Hello everyone, I'm going to be starting off today's stream. I'm going to start out with the KV4 for my first tank, but this is my last stream before Christmas, so I'd like to say, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody. But also, today was the start of Wargaming Fest. So they announced a lot of stuff, including World of Tanks, the 1.0 update, coming in March. That's going to be HD maps, but I kind of picked the most interesting things that I kind of saw from today that Wargaming announced, and I'm just going to kind of go over them. I have them up on the screen, but kind of talking about it. There's the next patch is slated for February. In that, there's going to be a huge rework of the Russian tank branch. So we're going to see the ST2, so that's a ST1 essentially with dual guns at tier 10. The last we heard about it, it replaced the IS-4. Not sure what they're going to do with the IS-4, but who knows. But also we're going to see a new tank line, which thank you very much for tipping Levi and also for the challenges. I'm just, I'll get through that once I get through all these, but we're going to see a new Russian heavy tank line ending with the Object 705A. That's going to be researchable from the KV 13. A few people are angry about that, but that's kind of confirmed a new tank branch from that. Whether or not this next piece, the T10 being replaced, it is being taken out of the tech tree right now, but it's going to be replaced with the Object 257, which is essentially like a Defender tank one tier higher. And it's going to be moved to another tank line, ending in a new tier 10 Russian heavy, which they kind of were talking about. They're thinking of an IS-7 with a 3-round autoloader. It's not confirmed, whatever comes after the T10, but it is going to be switched to a different little mini branch line. Next up, HD maps. There's going to be 30 plus maps that comes in March. They currently have, it's called Encore. It's a little thing you download to see if your computer can handle the new graphics render. Levi's going to have a lot of tips here tonight. He's going to be very happy. They're also talking about purchasing special tanks. So say the the Death Star, the Foch 155, the FV215V Heavy, purchasable, getting tongue-tied here, with bonds. There's a new 30v30 map called Lost City. More or less, it's kind of like a volcano rim or something. It looks funky, but it looked pretty fun. There's also 2 new Asian maps because they are talking about 5 total, brand new maps for 2018 at the very least. 2 of them are currently in super test. One's kind of like port in a way. It's kind of like a warship dock. And another one's called, I think, Airstrip. It has like an airfield on it. I think the port one was better. Also, old maps, they're looking to return them, but after they have all the maps HD and also these new ones released. The biggest news I was very happy for was the crew system rework. They specifically stated that 50% crews are going to go away. I have a feeling what that means is, at the very least, we're going to see the right over here, the 110% as you see here. We're going to see that go away, and they're just going to, maybe just keep crew perks and, training them to a specific tank, stuff like that. But they're going to remove the 50% for 100%, basically for each crew, which is great. Multi-turrets, they said they're not coming in 2018 or the foreseeable future. Kind of a bummer, but at the end of the day, they're not going to affect many tanks, so I see why multi-turrets aren't coming. But multi-guns, the ST2 being basically confirmed for the next patch in February, we'll have multi-guns, but no multi-turrets. New personal missions, so new tanks you can get from personal missions, and the old ones stay in place. And then Polish tanks are confirmed for 2018. I have a feeling they won't. I thought they were going to be the first patch of the year, which is Russia now. I have a feeling they'll be tied in with the new maps come March. Most likely, it looks like they're in the beginning of the year. But outside of that, there's new fun modes for soccer and Halloween, and they also confirmed there's another new European tank line coming into the game. Whether or not it's a full tank line or premium tanks to begin with, they kind of state it has a new unique mechanic. Think like these Swedish TDs, something not like that, but something similar to that, where it introduces something new to the game. They said there's going to be a new European nation like that. Maybe it's multi-guns, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I guess so. I'd go over this in the beginning, since it's a lot of news that kind of dropped today. You know, a lot of cool stuff, and yeah, I kind of sifted through all the fluff, like them having to talk about the T22 medium and the E25, stuff like that. So anyway, hello everyone now. I'm glad got quite a few of you guys here. I see I have a ultimate challenge already. I'm gonna get to that a couple battles in. But here, Levi's gonna appreciate. Here we go, buddy. He's gonna appreciate kind of some extra biscuits here to start out with. So let me get this all set up here. Daisy. There we go. Hello, hello, Jinx. Nice to see you. The Skoda T50. Do I actually have a Skoda T50? Was getting my tank requests in order. I honestly forget the names of half of these things. I don't have a Skoda T50. I can't. Okay, the Badger. I can do that one then. I didn't see your message there. Alright. So let's get things going. I'm going to start with the KV4 and then get into tank requests. I'll get to the ultimate challenge in a little bit as well. From Randall. Which, there is one other thing to where, thank you very much to Doug for the very generous gift. I almost forgot about that. I saw it. Merry Christmas to the Biden family as well. But thank you for the very generous gift. Is that not working again? Here, that'll... Ta-da, it's fixed. Thanks for pointing it out. It didn't. I started up OBS before I started up Fussbot. I probably should honestly toggle a lot of these things. But thank you for the early Christmas gift here. Ryan may pop in at some point to stream again. I don't know if she's gonna play, but right now she's coming back from New York, so we'll see if she makes it here in time. Hello, Matthew. Yeah, nice. You got good stuff out of loot boxes today. Which, one last thing from the whole Wargaming Fest. This is strange. I didn't exactly understand everything with this, but so basically the Object 252U, what they're gonna... Well, the Biden family of hair plugs. Let me correct myself. Well, yes, the Type 59 too. It's a little bit less rare now, but I'm glad a lot of people are happy that they got it. So the Object 252U, stuff like the Scorpion G, Wargaming's doing something a little bit new. It's not the first time they've done it. They've done it before with tank models. Oh, dude, why are you literally right behind me? Not that I expected him to shoot me with APCR, but if he would have shot AP, yeah, that would have bounced with standard AP because I was angled. So what they're looking to do is they're gonna make like bundles, not like bundles in a premium shop, but say like tank models or like wargaming through their store for like say World of Tanks themed like mouses or something. And in it, this is, to me, it's really confusing and kind of unnecessary, but I think this was probably the worst thing to come out of the whole Wargaming Fest today. Was so with say buying like a World of Tanks themed mouse or tank model kit, you're gonna get in that say a code for the Object 252U, and it, once you redeem it, it's a free rental for 30 days. After that point, you then have the option to buy it for gold in the garage. So you don't get it permanently, but you get the option to buy it. It's kind of, yeah, I think it's complicated and also a little bit fishy, but we'll see what it actually comes out of it here. Oh god. There's tier 10s in this battle. I need to pay attention. Hello, Dingo. But oh god, yeah, I'm kind of lost here right now. I probably should do a little bit less talking and more playing. I don't have the LTG White Eagle, sorry. Oh lord, yeah, this is, I just took another bad shot. This is my bad. I definitely did not set up right. It also is a little bit I don't know what these guys are waiting for. Yeah. But today's stream, you know, I'm not streaming tomorrow. It's, you know, it's Christmas Eve. I won't be able to, and I think a lot of other, you know, a lot of you guys won't be able to watch regardless. But basically with today's stream, what I'm going to do is shortly here, I'm going to put up a poll. And we're gonna kind of give me an idea on what the next tank line I'm gonna be grinding. There's also gonna be the game of the week poll, to where you guys kind of get to vote on what I'm gonna be playing Tuesday night. I just stupidly took another dumb shot there, but he deserves it. He actually, I loaded HE too. The C75s. Who's gonna kill me first? T75. That T150 is coming around though too. Somebody, anybody. Not that I necessarily want to die without doing anything else, but I would very much like to get my paltry like 50 damage off on the E75 via HE. Yeah. I was gonna die in a second anyway, but I still have no clue how they're finally moving up the 1 to 3 side, but the enemy team had nobody over there. Oh well. Still not a terrible match in a KV4, but and then finally, I've been saying it a few times this week, so the last raffle, I've been giving away Steam game keys. So what I'm gonna do tonight, I double checked to make sure it wasn't gonna run out in time, but the final raffle, whoever wins it, you know, of course you get Levi biscuits here, you know, the grand prize, but the winner, you just have to send me your World of Tanks name. I can gift to the NA server, the EU server, and the Asian server, you know, SCA, not China. And what I'm going to do is you can either pick between the M41 90mm that's currently in the advent calendar today, or if you would like, I can gift you the VK 168, you know, the Mauerbreacher. Try to pronounce that right. I botch it half the time. I released a video of that earlier, but that's most likely the tank tomorrow. It's not confirmed, but you can have a pick between today's or tomorrow's, and I will send a gift to you either right after the stream or at some point tomorrow morning. And that's for the last raffle of tonight. Whew. I think I got through everything I needed to talk about outside of just playing. I was a little bit surprised they offered the M41, yes, because even though it makes sense for Wargaming's wallet, to be honest, because the M41's probably the best Grand Finals tank. Not that any of them are bad, but it's definitely the best one. But I was a little bit surprised they offered it, to be honest. I thought it was going to be the Chrysler K. Oh lord. Hello, Dag. Nice to see you. Ah, lord. I technically can shoot him, but I'm not going to pen him. If they didn't have both of those Super Conquerors out there, I would be pushing extremely hard. It's just there's not enough room for me right now. I can't even pen them, to be honest. There's not enough room for me right now to go out there with that WZ-111-14. One or both of us would die there. So I'm trying to make myself a target here. No one's really shooting at me though. The sucky thing is that Super Conqueror, I don't have any chances to pen him unless I can hit him. He needs to move up like, say, 20 meters further or something. Hello, Burke and Poser. I'm gonna annoy that guy and, you know, kind of piss him off and chuck a couple HE rounds at him. Our team's doing a decent job of flanking them now. That's very nice. Alright. So now to throw my hat a little bit further into the ring here. I'm mainly setting myself up to where if I get to where those two guys are, this tank's way too big to where I'm just going to be basically torn to shreds. I can't angle front and sides there. This guy I don't believe is actually playing, but really it's my only shot right now. I guess I should fix my gun too. That would also help. But our other flank is doing decent. There we go. Finally have a shot, and I missed it. Oh my god. Perfect shot on the Super Conqueror and just completely whiffed on him. I believe he's still there though, but... no. As far as grinding the Russian tree out, really, with all these changes, they still don't know what's happening with the Object 430. Alright, I need to push in now. I've done basically nothing. No one's wanted to shoot me. I feel left out. I run into a freaking rail car. You know, with the SC2, most likely the IS4, the tier 10 currently, is having something done to it. They might just, you know, plop that at tier 10 with the T10 leading up to it. That's a possibility. You know, they have the new Russian heavy line ending in, I forget this specific tank, but basically the rear turret at once with a lot of armor that we recently saw. That's going to be coming off at a KV-13. That's not going to change anything out, you know, tanks currently in the game. Come on. This is really a boring match in the mouse. Everyone shot at other people, but hey, we won. I was playing it a little bit too safe, but as long as we win. They kind of stated that they are switching to Object 263, but pretty much... Good to see you, Jinx. Thanks for popping in here a little bit. Hopefully you have a very good Christmas as well. Yeah, thanks again for popping in for a little bit. Yeah, let me I'll bring up the tech tree real quick, but bravo team for winning here. I don't know why I was playing it so safe in the mouse. I could have probably just rolled out there. But basically with the Russian tree, what we're gonna see, let's see, where is the KV13? It's always hard for me to find tanks. There we go. So basically the KV13, you're gonna have a new Russian heavy tank line. ST1, there's most likely gonna be an ST2 after it. IS4, I think they might do it if they don't implement like the IS7 autoloader they kind of hinted at. You know, IS4 might move down with the T10 and then kind of, you know, branching off of one of the other heavy lines. The Object 263, they stated they probably are going to switch it and down tier it and add a new tier 10. But really any grinds you're doing now, they're not like, it's only going to get better in a way, except for maybe the TD line. That's probably the one where I'd say people going for the 263, they're going to change that line a lot. But the other lines, you know, it's just going to either get easier for you to grind or you'll get a little bit better tanks in return. So let's hop into the 121 here. Hello, Canadian. And Accidental, nice to see you. As far as raffle, I do raffles every hour. So the last one, as far as, you know, winning, you know, I'm going to give someone a advent calendar prize. That's the last one in the stream. That's kind of all week I've been giving away Steam game keys. So today I decided just give someone an early Christmas present. But that's the last time I'll kind of answer that. I don't want to have to answer all stream, like, you know, when the raffle is. It's going to be at the end. But probably in the next battle or two, I will pop up the poll for what tank line I'm going to be grinding next. No, I'm not platooning tonight. I only platoon Thursday and Fridays for the first half of the stream. But for anyone who is interested in the VK168 Mauerbrecher, my German is not good. I never said it was. I have a video of it. I completely break it down. I compare it to the VK101P and also the Luva. Lurva, whatever. I don't know. I always call it Lion. So if you're interested in picking it up, make sure to watch that video first. It might change your mind. Hello, France. Nice to see you. It's alright, Mr. O. I used to have on my overlay, like, whether I was soloing or platooning. But I thought it took up a little bit of room for, you know, the use that it had. Hello, Gary. Nice to see you. Which I added a couple more tanks to the tank request list. I had them in my garage yesterday, just no equipment on them. Thanks to William and also Grigsby, I got some extra credits from loot boxes yesterday and today. More or less, I was able to get the Centurion 1, AT-15, and there's one more. I thought squinting my eyes might help me remember. The T-44 medium. There we go. Alright, I will try to help up here. I didn't want to go center. Like right now, we actually have a little bit too many in the center, in my opinion, because we didn't get up there too far, but we'll see if they keep pushing it. Didn't want to go center because not a lot of gun depression on this. Same thing with the south. I'm not going to be able to do much over there. I'll probably still end up going right around this area and push here, but if I can help with the IS-7, I'll do that. Let's see, right now there's 3 of us, so if we play this right, most likely that means, okay, never mind, there's a new guy here. I hate this tank. Yeah, you can see if he pushes now that I shot him. I could have penned him if I shot a second earlier, but got good frontal armor, but not when it turns its turret. Definitely don't want to get hit by its gun. There we go. I don't stream every day, but thanks for the subscription. My schedule's in the video description below. More or less outside of, you know, right now with my Christmas and other holidays. Oh Lord, I hate that guy right now. He just set me on fire too. It's a little bit different, but not too much. I'm streaming. Oh God, I gotta peace out here after I give him a nice little tap. Okay, so I usually stream Friday and Sunday nights for World of Tanks, Tuesday and Thursday mornings for World of Tanks as well, and then Tuesday night is the Game of the Week stream, where we pick a game typically on Sunday nights for me to play. All the start times are 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for World of Tanks, and the Game of the Week stream just starts 1 hour later at 9 p.m. at night. Ouch, I thought he was still reloading. But this week, you know, my Sunday stream just switched to Saturday here, since it's Christmas Eve tomorrow. They should be fine up there. You know, right now, I'm not in a very good position here, but I feel like somebody needs to be up here. That hurt. You stop. We have a 113 behind me. He should be able to help me here. Oh Lord, I hit him in the upper glacis, but no shots coming from that 113. Okay, there's a shot. Never mind, I'll retract that statement. It's just Super Conqueror's using APCR, which isn't surprising. Unfortunately, my shot was a little bit rushed. I should have hit him in the lower plate had I aimed a little bit better. Hello Abdul, nice to see you. Good morning to you. Just waiting for, he's firing. There we go. I got 3 seconds to pull this off. I'll just go for the track shot and let him take it. Awesome, he's out. I have your request, Mr. O. I just, you know, I only put him up between battles. But if you have any questions on what tanks I do play sometimes, like I do play SPGs if requested. There's a link in my video description. It says tank request list. If it's on there, I will gladly play it. Even if, say, every one of you guys requests the same tank the entire stream, I'll do it. Alright. We're a bit behind in the HP department. HD. I have a feeling that I'm not sure. I thought he was up there still, but I guess I was wrong. There's a 183. Nah, he is up there. God damn you. That's my bad to where I should have known that. Unfortunately, in this flank, I probably should make a map tactic for this because it probably would help me with it too. This side specifically, as you saw from the Super Conqueror and also the AMX M454, you can actually drive up here very easily. However, coming from this side, you can't do that. One of those little stupid balancing things to where I don't know why that's mismatched, because it gives the enemy side that much more of an advantage. But yeah, it's just one of those strange differences that doesn't really make any sense. But oh well. I won't rush him with Artie now. But anyway, I'm gonna play one more tank before we get into the ultimate challenge here. I haven't forgotten about it. Let me do. I believe I had a pick here to where when I do my new shiny camouflage here, Type 59. Hello, YGN. Ah, no, I had the wrong crew. Let me fix that. I probably should switch out the cruise too. So I can actually train up another one. Okay, there we go. And on to the Type 59. Hello, Fix-It Man, which let me start a poll here. It's going to run for 6 minutes, the poll. So how this works is you have to type exclamation point vote, followed by specifically look next to each option. So it'll pop up on the screen here, hopefully, if it likes me. There we go. So next grind. 268 at the top, you do exclamation point vote, press space and then 1. JPZ 100 is 2. 263 is 3. Roll 15 is 4. AMX 50B is 5. Chinese TDs is there's 6. Which I actually spelled that wrong. It's supposed to be a 4 here. But hello Jeffrey, nice to see you. I've played World of Warships, yes. I don't play it much. I prefer Warplanes over it if I do play a different wargaming game, or even Total War Arena. But I have played it quite a bit. But as far as the poll goes, you know, feel free to vote, guys. Again, you hit exclamation point vote, press space. You're not typing the tank name. You do 1 through 6. You know, top of your screen, the first option's 1. Chinese TDs at the bottom is 6, and in between is the rest of them. But this isn't the only tank line I'm going to be grinding. More or less, I'm still grinding the RU-251 technically. I've been going real slow on it. I'm doing the TVP, you know, the checks line. And I'm also grinding the KV4 right now. So I'm probably going to start this next line, you know, maybe say within the next week or 2. I know, this is the Chinese New Year camouflage, excuse me. It's probably, you know, is it historical? Hell no. But it's probably my favorite one out of all of them. It kind of matches my hat. That's very true. Unfortunately, our team, I thought about staying in the south, but not like, I only go south if I think I have a chance to push across. I wasn't going to push across here in a Type 59. So I gotta be a little careful here, because against tier 9s, you know, this definitely is lacking a little bit of penetration unless I use APCR. Your armor's okay, but your hatches are pretty weak in this. Just I'm waiting to see if mainly these two guys keep creeping up here. If we can get, I would have went right here if I was them. If we can get here to use their turret armor and gun depression, we'll be in a pretty good spot. But right now they're kind of hanging behind us a little bit. Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna pin that, but yeah, I took, okay, Centaurian. I don't know why I popped down here to help him, because he didn't move at all, but I took a shot I shouldn't have there. Oh crap. Gonna take number 2 and probably number 3. Why did I do this? This one little move I did, this honestly is probably gonna cost us big time because I'm gonna die, and I should have just stayed where I was. I don't know who fired. I think it was the WZ-120. Thankfully, P-34. Okay, it would be very nice if we had one more person on my side here, because, you know, we only have one gun pointing on the left here and there's 2 tanks. I very stupidly, I'm dead. I'm very stupidly gonna miss my shot. So this was a bad match. I'm playing like crap, but I'm gonna do one more battle before the ultimate challenge. Sorry for making you wait, Randall. I don't want to do it and just completely, you know, it's gonna be no hope for me. I don't think that's fun for anybody. So let me play a Hellcat here. I probably should have played a little bit more today. You know, I made a couple videos. I released one of them, of course, for the VK168, but I probably should have played a couple more battles here before streaming. The Type 59, it's a good premium if you go in expecting it just to be, you know, a decent premium to play. If you think it's going to be this overpowered thing, it's not worth it. You can't get gold for free. I would never sell a tier 10 YGN. It's a waste of money. Well, so far the Grill 15 is the next tank line picked. I'm honestly a little surprised that was picked. But here we go again. I am going to be picking, so my plan is, you know, I currently have a few tank lines I'm currently grinding, and, you know, when I finish them up, I'm going to be starting more. Grill 15 won with 6 votes here. That's going to be one of them. I'm going to be picking the other two. I'm picking something with a little bit of armor to it. But the Grill 15 line, I know a few of you guys have wanted to see me play it for a while. It's gonna be challenging for me, I'll say that. But I like challenges. Being, you know, I'm not bottom tier, but the Hellcat doesn't exactly have much durability to it. I'm just gonna hang out here and see what's ahead right now. Yeah, that's not good that the comment's already there, because we're not gonna get anybody into the. Actually, maybe. I guess we will. Oh Lord. Like I kind of had the timing down right, but I also kind of forgot that the AP shells on this thing are pretty damn slow. APCR, you know, they're really fast, but specifically the AP is lacking a little bit of velocity. I think Ryan last night, she did something to my mouse and changed the sensitivity. Feels like because I have 3 different settings for different tanks, whether I'm playing like something fast, slow. It helps me aim a little bit more precise, you know, if I'm moving around pretty quickly. And also, say, in sniper view. I think she turned it up a little bit somehow. Which, awesome, we got the sound bug. I really hate that. Oh, so far I got 25 spotting damage. I guess that's something. And get hit from the left if I keep pushing. And whatever. Ooh, Lord. I did not expect you to keep pushing there, because... There we go. Yay, I bounced. I hit him, though. I guess that counts for something. My team's technically winning. Doesn't feel like we're winning with the amount of shots and lack of anything that I'm doing here. Yeah, whenever that pop happens, unfortunately, you know, it's not me. It's just, it's something with World of Tanks, and it's a stupid little sound bug. But I'll have it fixed after the battle here. I'll just have to restart the client. Thank you very much, Dominic, for the subscription. Actually almost hit him. I'd say I'd rather get a little bit more elevation here. That guy's in front of him, so I can't actually help him. I'm pretty sure I actually hit him. I'm almost positive I just shot him. But, you know, I actually waited for him to specifically get out of in front of that tank between me and the tank, but I still ended up shooting him. Lord. So far, the start of the stream has been a little bit iffy here. This will be interesting though. I am gonna do the ultimate challenge after I restart the client here. Well, the Scorpion G, like, I do have a decent, say, win percentage. I think it's like 60%. It's just, you know, I could do better in it. That's where I get a little frustrated playing it sometimes because I make a lot of mistakes in tanks like that. But unfortunately, I killed somebody, but I definitely didn't mean to. So I've got to restart the game here. Just give me 1 second, guys. Oopsie daisy. Give me 3 seconds. Hello, Armas. Nice to see you. Merry Christmas to you as well. Christmas dinner, I am making... Thank you. It wasn't the best game there, but I thought I was going to do 0 damage. Yes, I think, Randall. But as far as transferring stuff, the names just sometimes... Right now my computer is not liking me. There we go. Having to load it up. The names sometimes, so John, you know, that's his name in Fussbot, all lowercase, so. But more or less, ultimate challenge here. Big Easy Snow, no. Sponsors don't get a better chance for the raffle. The raffle is only on YouTube with how my chatbot works here. I don't have one over on Twitch, but the only thing sponsors get custom emojis. They earn 4x stream currency multiplier. You know, they get a badge next to their name, and most recently they got to pick the tanks that Ryan played there. All right, so for an ultimate challenge, let me. I was gonna pick a Badger, but let me pick something. I'm actually gonna go with the tier 9 Conqueror here. So I've got to get to 3x the damage, assist damage, and block damage as far as the HP total, and that's 5,850. So here we go. Am I using Twitch to make this video? No. I stream to both, but it's not possible. Hello, Synod. So we have an ultimate challenge here, and of course I should have picked something that does not require me to have a non-city map, but oh well, this is my luck. I was gonna say, I can transfer them manually if you guys would like, but let's see, I'm gonna head to the hill, but I'm honestly not liking my pick here, because oh my god. I'm not heading to the hill, we have way too many people going there. Right, so looks like, yeah, I'll go over here and help you guys. I'm glad you liked the videos, YGN. I try to be entertaining. I don't always accomplish that, but I do my best. After the stream, I have to, for Grigsby and William, add some Levi biscuits to both of them for the loot boxes, but where I'll be doing Levi stuff after the stream regardless. But during the stream here, it takes me a little bit to find people's names in the drop down list. I just hit that guy. Not really. There's a T95 heading towards me. Not really liking that. Jeffrey, I use OBS to live stream. That's really all all to it. So I can't explain any more than that. But OBS, it's a free program, and you know, there's a ton of tutorials about setting it up, because there's a bunch of different ways that you can live stream, whether it's just to YouTube or YouTube and Twitch or just Twitch. They all functionally work the same, but I found OBS to be the best program to use. The vote's over, guys. I don't know if some of you guys are like a few minutes behind, but yeah, the voting's over. But yeah, if you just type into Google OBS, it'll pop up for you, the specific program. I picked the Conqueror because I was really hoping to have a map that wasn't a city, and I can kind of hold down, block a little bit of damage, spot some damage, deal some damage, because the Conqueror is great at that. Honestly, it's closer to the tier 10 Super Conqueror as a lot of people give it credit for. Oh lord, there's a type 5 there. Keeping an eye on my left here, but right now it doesn't make sense for me to push there. I'm better off helping. Alright, is anyone else going to spot there? Better off helping the hill right now, because the T95... Oh, never mind. I thought the tier 9 bat was going to flank him. The T95 I can't push on. Whether or not this other Conqueror wants me to help him, you know, he has the option to run away from the T95, but he's not... I guess missed. He's not taking it. That's not on me. Where unfortunately now I'm kind of face to face with a T95. So I'm just going to track him. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to win this challenge. Unfortunately. Because we're unfortunately going to cap him out, which, you know, we do win. I'm happy that we're winning. But yeah, I didn't really stand any chance here with Himmelsdorf being the map. But they got off. I've got renewed hope here. I'm gonna get hit by the T95, but I was hoping honestly to track the type 4 there. I don't think I'm gonna get to 5,800, whatever it was. Right now I'm at 2,000, and I did do some damage while things weren't spotted, but I don't think it's anywhere close to 5,850. We'll see though. I'm closer than 2,000, but I only did 2,371. So, but thanks for the challenge, Randall. You'll have your second one up on the sponsor board here. I'll bring this up in a second for people that don't know what it is. But yeah, I had to reach 5,850. I probably should pick tanks that are better across, you know, a wide array of maps, but yeah, that was my bad. I'll add you up there after the stream, of course, but the sponsor board I kind of made it a little bit more visible. I made the challenge victors a little bit larger there. But Indian Panzer's next up here. Having a rough night so far, as far as playing, but I'll get in a groove here eventually. I thought the blind shots were going to be a little bit higher, but I guess I bounced some of them. So I saw that I hit 3. I missed, you know, about 3 or 4 of them too, but switching the overlay to here to purple. Thanks, Victor, for purchasing that. Yeah, I saw that I hit them, but I guess I bounced them. OBS for Xbox One? No. Xbox or PS4, you have to stream right off of them, or if you use a capture card, yes, OBS would work. If you have a capture card, say like Elgato, I think the brand is, that connects, say, your Xbox or PS4 to your PC, then you can stream from there, yes. Well, you need a very good CPU to live stream, honestly. You can use like the NVIDIA encoder, however that requires a very high upload bandwidth. But you know, for the most part, you know, using OBS and stuff, you need a very, say, $300+ CPU for AMD or even Intel to actually stream at decent settings. I know, bottom tier, no armor, and small map. What could go wrong? And I'm going to the Hill of Death here. This side has a slightly worse chance at winning the hill from what I've seen throughout many frustrating battles trying to fight on the hill here. Not like set in stone, but yeah. At least there's no artillery. I don't think I've been spotted yet, but mainly is waiting for someone to come here, take my one shot, and probably run away screaming. The Chieftain isn't on PC, so not hard to grind at all, because you can't do it. Missed him. Now I want to rush into him and kill that Sheridan, but that would be very, very bad. Yep. I reacted a little bit too late to that, but yeah, there goes most of my HP, or E3. There we go. He finally took a shot. Awesome. So this guy's gone. Good, good. However, I don't know why we have people running away from the other side, because the other side needs a lot of help, and us winning the hill isn't going to honestly do anything about that. E3 either needs to shift over there or he needs to come and help me, but I'm hoping that my team ends up pushing here, because I'm about to pick a fight with a Bat Chat with 550 HP for my tank. It's just we should be able to push right through here and kill their 2 tanks and be all fine and dandy. Got that, so I'm going to go for the Leopard. I would have helped them with the Bat if, you know, they didn't kill him before I made it to this little turn off, but easier for me to do that. There's an AT-15 right dead ahead here, so I've got to pull back before I take damage. Kadar, take a look in my video description. You can see the link for the Fussbot shop. Take a look there. That's what the stream currency is used for. It's easier for you to look yourself than to explain it. Hello, Lego Man. Nice to see you over on Twitch. Really not liking our chances if we push into that massive blob of red tanks over there, so seeing if we can end up capping them, because if those TDs come out, they have the 121 to deal with, which unfortunately doesn't have a lot of HP, but I will gladly cap these guys out if possible. I'll actually change my angle because I'm not going to bounce anything, but I can help my Fosh if I die. Completely whiffed on that one. And there we go. Didn't really have a good match here, but we capped out. That's, you know, that's fine by me. I don't care if I do 0 damage as long as we freaking cap out and win. Jeffrey, I'm sorry, but please stop spamming. I'm gonna time you out here. I do know you're, it's a little hard, but I did respond to one of your messages. You know, you Facebooked me, but I did check out your channel. I commented back to you. You know, please don't keep bugging me about it. You know, I can't, basically guide you through everything. Sorry. So I have STB1 up next here. I don't mean to sound rude, it's just, it's been several times now. So STB1, I do have the mouse, yes. But let's start the giveaway. 1,000 Levi biscuits for the winner here. Which, thank you very much again, Joe Biden's hair plugs, and also Grigsby as well. Hello, BMavs. I have no clue how accurate it is, honestly. It said I was perfectly fine to run things maxed out, which is basically the same as now. That's all I really know. I guess I'm gonna try my luck over here, but I'm not really liking it. Because this side we have a worse chance over here. Which the raffle command, make sure you don't do capital letters or else it won't work. Lego Man, the chat, if you look on the screen here, that's my YouTube gaming chat that you can see on the stream screen. I do have Twitch chat up here. It's just to put both on the screen. To me it looks weird, so I removed it, and I just do YouTube chat. Oh, I don't know. I am not playing like usual here. The last raffle of the stream, I'm giving away an advent calendar, either today's or tomorrow's of someone's choosing, but this one, it's just like my usual raffles where you win stream currency. Thank you very much for the tip. I'm not playing well at all, to where I got myself in a really bad spot here. And I shouldn't have went here, and I'm really angry at myself. But this is the downside of streaming. You get to see me mess up 4, 5, 6 battles all in a row here. I'm gonna get one shot off and bounce, and I'm gonna die now. Give me hope, T54. I bounced off him too. I completely deserve that. Yeah. Lego Man, I can add the mouse on, yes. But thank you very much for the tips, guys. um and also the I appreciate the comments too. I know. I should never have went to there. I always say it too, you don't go to that flank from that side. But I did it. For whatever reason, I'm making tonight's stream what not to do in World of Tanks. Thank you very much, skill-based matchmaking, for the tip. Yeah, you're completely right there, Big Easy. But basically, the my mind must be elsewhere a little bit, but sometimes I get into these little funks to where if by the time, like, a few more tanks in, I might just pick a couple tanks and get some solid battles in them and kind of reset myself. But usually I'm fine just popping around to a bunch of different things, but sometimes I'm like, fish out of water. Which, congrats, nice guy, for winning. It's alright, Jeffrey, just, I try to message everyone back as best I can, but when it comes to, like, looking at, say, someone's YouTube channel and stuff, I do take a look at it. I can't, like, watch every video or, give you a ton of feedback. It's just, I'm extremely busy. Like, I spent, I think, 4 hours today getting ready for Christmas dinner, so yeah, and also trying to clean the house a little bit because Ryan's been gone all day. So I have a lot to juggle. Unfortunately, I don't have the Jagdpanzer 100 France. But as far as tank requests, whether you watch on YouTube, that's where my chatbot is, and the request command you kind of see in chat, it works there. But even if you're on Twitch, you can request tanks. Like, I added the mouse up. Do keep an eye on both chats and also Discord as well. My mind's kind of on Christmas right now, I will admit that. Honestly though, yeah, you guys, with all these early Christmas presents and the tips, I think I'm kind of waiting to see what I get for Christmas this year, but I may be improving. Somebody actually mentioned it in the video I recorded today, coincidentally enough. I may be getting a little bit better lighting to put behind my monitors here. That way it's not different every single stream. I'm in a Badger. I would like to push, however, I know what pushing does on this map. What the hell? I don't know what you mean by that, Kadar. Really? 3? Yep. This is what I get. Shouldn't have done it, and I did it anyway. And of course, he pens me every single time. The Foch B has about 250 something millimeters of pen, and he was mostly hitting me right here to where the only spot he could pen me is right in the center, and it's a 50-50 chance, and he penned me every time. I completely deserve that. So, taking a very brief break for a couple battles and playing some tanks before I get back to my tank request list. Hello Rich, nice to see you. Yeah, let me pick a couple tanks here to kind of get myself back into kind of a rhythm here, but I'm gonna hop into the M48 here, but this happens. US Central server, yes. Maybe I need a little bit of coffee. Or at least that's what I tell you guys is. It's pretty much chocolate milk. I swear I'm an adult. Sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to get back to tank requests. I'm going to play the M48 here, and then I'm probably going to pop into... I'm not sure what I'll pop into. I'll pop into something else that I typically can get some decent battles in before getting to the T110E4, and I do have to start setting up the next poll, so for Tuesday's game. So I gotta start getting that set up. There we go. Okay, I already got a Leopard 1 request, so I'll leave it up there. T110E3. I didn't want to say it, but yes. Eastern Standard Time, Jeffrey. Green bean, yes, if you would like. Yeah, if you specifically want me to play, say, a tank 2 times, you can request a double. Which, I guess since I just said that, I will add the Leo one up there twice. But since you specifically said that, yes, I can play a tank more than once in a stream. That's what I did last night. Ryan was looking at me like, what the hell were you doing? I put into like a pot milk, it's salted caramel coffee. I guess I buy all kinds of different stuff. Like I don't care too much about like pure coffee. I melt it down, milk chocolate, hazelnut filled chocolate shells that Ryan got kind of gifted. A lot of her students gave her gifts, which I thought was really nice. Oh lord. No, it's happening again. I'm dead. I have to be dead. I'm a little bit angry at myself for that, but I deserve it. So stopping exactly where I did, you have to make it up to at least where this little square is. The reason being is if you kind of see back here, they can get really good shots on you right before they start getting into the rocks and the buildings here. And, you know, I stupidly knew I was spotted, but luckily being a 30v30 map, as long as I keep myself outside of their view range now, I can recover. And then I added some chocolate syrup in too. It was delicious. I actually needed to go faster there, Jeffrey, but, you know, thanks for trying to help. I just stupidly decided to stop. I should have just kept pushing when I shot at that guy there. Right now I'm just waiting for someone with more HP to spot for me now. I'm not going to be able to pen him, but I can chuck a couple HE at him. Unfortunately our south, I hate fighting on the south from this side. Unless I'm in like a heavy tank. You can ping me all you want, but I am not leaving. Thank you very much, Victor. Which, happy holidays, I can read backwards. I am not always the best at pronouncing things, but I can read extremely well from working in a kitchen. You kind of have to with reading tickets. Alright, where do I want to go? I'm not going to have the best of shots. Stat page after the battle, I will try to remember Sandro. Right now, both sides are just kind of like, we're kind of afraid to move, and I completely agree with them. I'm getting like, outside of me screwing up, I'm getting really bad like RNG with where my shells are landing. I'm a goner here. Or not. Thank you for sparing me for that very... now I'm a goner. Ooh, crap. No, I'm not. He lives to get rammed. He shouldn't have rammed me, but that was my best play there. I ended up doing almost 2k damage, even though this was like a terrible showing. But yeah. I don't think maximum spotting range changed now. As far as my stat page here, if you're looking for this one, or also I can specifically click on the other stat page here. But next tank, I'm gonna play the T110E3 before getting to the T110E4. Let me hop into that. And then I'll get back to tank request here. Iridium. I think I only have a picture of like Thanksgiving. Honestly, like our kitchen is it's in a Victorian hotel. I typically, not to say it's dirty, it's sanitized, cleaned and everything, but usually when I'm in a kitchen, I'm busy there to when I leave. When I get there to when I leave, to where even though like I check my cell phone every now and then, the last thing I really do is take pictures unless it's from, or like for like I need a picture for like posting a special or something on Facebook or something for the restaurant. There's plenty of pictures with me with other people, but they're the ones taking them. Like every year we hire, it's a lot of people from basically like an exchange program like Visa. They come over and work for the summer, whether they're from Russia, Ukraine, let's see, Turkey. We get a lot of Turkish people. They always, before they leave, get like pictures and stuff with everybody. No problem, Sandro. Which, hello, Payne. Nice to see you. But as far as the max spotting range, I don't think they'll change it unless they specifically change it when. So with HD maps, they're slated for March coming up this year, or next year, I guess I should still say. They kind of touched on what I think they'll eventually do. So they're reworking all, they're reworking all these maps to the HD render. A lot of them that don't work for higher tiers, some of the smaller maps, they're still rendering and actually creating the playable areas outside the boundary zones, to where they actually did state that it's not confirmed, but it's something that they said they're going to think about, where with the new graphics render and basically game engine, it does allow them to make, say, 15 versus 15 maps larger, without like impacting, say, the quality of like people running it on their PCs. However, the main thing holding that back is I think most 15 versus 15 maps are the correct size. Say like maps like Redshire, Westfield, stuff like that. Himmelsdorf sometimes feels too small, Mines definitely, but I feel like those maps are fine for 15 versus 15. I could see them potentially taking some of those expanding them out of the borders and making them into 30v30 maps. That's something I could see them doing. But the spotting range, I don't think they'll touch it for 15 versus 15. I feel like it's fine. Maybe in like different game modes, but then that would be pretty confusing. Well, if you want to see pictures and stuff, you can just Google. It's the Inn of Cape May and Alethia's restaurant. You can Google either one of them and it'll pop up. But I don't technically have any pictures like that I can show right now, and you know, any pictures I would have are on my phone, and it would take me a little bit long to get them into OBS here. Keeping an eye on this guy because he's going to be my next shot most likely, but also trying not to get hit in the side by him. Discord potentially. I do have, there's one up from Thanksgiving there in the kitchen when we were doing up all the turkeys. You might be able to like just search in Discord. I forget what channel I put it in. Something about Thanksgiving, and it'll probably pop up. But other pictures, it'll take me a little bit of digging to do. Usually, I try not to touch my phone most of the time I'm there because, you know, I'm like dirty, and you know, whenever I touch my phone, I've gotta then wash my hands after that before you can actually touch any food. Most people don't even think about stuff like that. We have a good push here, but these guys are little pansies right now, and I'm dead. You know, I shouldn't have pushed out given how I've been playing, but we had enough people out here to actually make the full push, because if we all pushed here, we would be lighting that up, and if we'd be able to kill them. However, you know, just two of us basically pushed here, and then other people fell back. You know, they're trying to push the center, which they're getting lit up right from here. It's just, you know, unfortunately, our team didn't commit, and I couldn't get out of that spot. But hello, Merlin, nice to see you, and William, nice to see you too. Which, getting back, let me queue up the next T124 match here. Which, thank you very much, Victor, for the coin purse. Gonna help with all these tanks I'm gonna be purchasing here soon. Thank you very much. You know, for anyone, you know, that's bought me outside of just like tipping through Streamlabs and stuff, or super chats recently, tonight I'm gonna catch up to crediting all the stream currency for that. Hello, Weeful? I think that is. I missed it a few minutes ago. Alright. I think I'm doing... Not that that last match was great, but I feel better going into a battle now. But basically, all the problems I've been doing tonight, I've just pushed, say, that one little step too far. Virtually every match that I've done really bad in has been that case, to where I've just pushed a little bit too far, too fast. It might have been a good spot, but not exactly at the time that I made that push. Alright, I could have sworn that he was going to do that, but oh well. He straightened out. If he had turned right like I thought he was, he would have died. Alright. Got one SPG I gotta worry about, but at least it doesn't hit hard. Don't know how I just bounced off a Centurion 1, but it happened. If it was like a Centurion 7 or a Prima Victoria, I could have seen it, but... Hello, Nathaniel. Nice to see you. Thank you very much, Lego Man, for the follow over on Twitch. I knew he was gonna die, but he was alive a little bit too long there. It was starting to irk me. Alright. I don't want to be here. Honestly, I don't like fighting here when the enemy is pushing. Especially in something like this. I don't have a lot of armor going for me. What I'm hoping here is the T-30 is going to crest too far to shoot that IS-7. I can't actually pull back here. The 416, that's... Honestly, that is probably the best thing that 416 could have done, is, thank you for... That's not smart, but proxy spotting me there, that would have set up their side to honestly just roll over us. But I'm playing it not just because I was saying I was playing too aggressive, but I'm trying to play this a little bit safer. I really hope that this T-30 would pull back here. It's just the best thing I can do is just stay alive right now. We are ahead technically. The other side, they're getting just kind of strung out by light tanks. I don't know why they're not pushing, but really I'm just sitting here to protect this IS-7. They can't push on him very well, and they also can't push behind him very well without dying. But this T-44 is going to flank me again, which if he does this better than the 416, we could be in some trouble. But the T-30 should be able to finish him off. But as long as this IS-7 just kind of stays where he should be, we should be fine here. Guess I need to help out though with the T-44. Oh my god. Yes, I just shot a tank like 2 full seconds after it died. I took my finger off the mouse, and yeah, obviously I did not do it fast enough. And I kind of feel bad because this IS-7 now is kind of paying for that. But he should be able to kill the T-34 maybe? Well, Jeffrey, you know, it's just basically, like in chat, putting tips and stuff, it's fine every now and then, but, you know, basically be constructive in the chat to where just randomly posting like, TDs are good for sniping. Pretty much everyone knows that, but it's also not true because not all TDs are meant for long-range sniping. So it's basically just, you know, you're not doing anything terribly wrong, it's just, you know, basically be part of the conversation, but you know, no hard feelings. You know, there's plenty of other people that have come into the chat here to where they don't last a couple minutes, but right. Luckily though, I got myself into this little spot to where I didn't panic. With only one SPG, I knew I was in the right place for an E4. If I was in the E3, I would have probably put myself here instead, because I could have bounced a little bit more damage. But pretty good match though, a little over 5,000 damage so far. I don't think I'll get any more here. But typically, you know, when it comes to having a lot of bad games in a row like I did have, you know, just, you know, taking it a little bit slower fixes a lot of things, because you can see things better and you're not pushing out too far and dying early. Got a Mastery Badge 2nd class, High Caliber Award. you know, most amount of damage in the match by about 2,000 damage, but definitely definitely a little bit better there. So I believe I'd pick up next. So I'm gonna pick the KV4 just because I'm hoping to get done the ST1 grind. Well, yes, the IS-7, he put himself in probably the best spot he could have for that flank. How much? I will try to look at that. Which, thanks again, Victor, for the coin purse. I don't think he actually blocked all that much. It's a good amount, 4,200. But the main thing, he still did 3k damage. It was the assist damage that helped us out the most and stopping them. But that's a pretty good match for an IS-7 there. And Cody's back. Shot up the rear. Good to see you, YGN. Thanks for watching. Happy holidays to you. But you know, feel free, anyone, you know, anyone that hasn't requested a tank yet, feel free to keep adding to them. I can go maybe a pinch over the end time here too, but you know, more or less, I'm gonna be putting off after this battle most likely the next poll for Tuesday night stream that we'll vote on. Hopefully this week, the game that's picked doesn't completely die. The server crashed on Dreadnought last week. That was very bad luck, but hopefully this week's different. Okie dokie. Let's see where my team heads. I do not want to go to the peninsula, but if my team needs me to, I will. I'm not heading there. Nope, not doing it. It's just the peninsula. I have a really, instead of say love-hate relationship, I have hate-hate relationship with it because it is very hard to push out of it if the enemy team actually sets up like they usually do. You know, it's hard to push out from this side or this side. But for a large tank like the KV4 that doesn't have a decent amount of gun depression, I'm sure everyone that's fought over there knows you can't really fight, especially from this side, because everything's sloped. You're just going to get shot, and you have really no hope to stay in arty cover, take shots. You're pretty much just out there to spot tanks and, you know, get annihilated. So, you know, I tend not to go there. It can be useful. You do need someone out there like the T10, but to me it's a better flank to do something like we're doing now, to where we have one tank there and quite a few people behind that person. It's alright, John. You know, go figure though, the first time, you know, the Game of the Week stream gets bought, the game crashes. But it was just bad luck. Good to see you, Labobo. Merry Christmas to you as well if I don't see you by the end of the stream here. Oh, this poor little tank. Who's probably gonna kill me, but luckily I got myself a rock. Looked like I was just trying to ram him, but I got him kind of right where I wanted to. I just don't want him to get around me. There we go, thank you for that. Which tomorrow, even though I won't be streaming, I do plan on releasing a couple stream clips over here on YouTube, just regular videos. One of them's going to be that epic, it wasn't me doing it, it was another player. I'm going to send it to the player as well, kind of like a Christmas gift. How to Kill a Badger with Style is going to be the title. For anyone that watched last night, you should know what I'm talking about, because that was pretty epic what that player did. He still died, but he did take a badger out in the most unusual way. Alright, I knew you were going to cross. Well, I'm kind of the opposite. Lights and mediums, like I like medium tanks. I play best in heavy tanks though. Light tanks I'm worst at, and TDs I do alright with, depending on the TD. But the armor, It was and it wasn't nerfed. Initially it was, but by the end, the last public test, before the release, they actually buffed the armor back up to where it's virtually the same as it was before they switched it to HD. So that's something to where it got a lot of basically media for them slightly nerfing the armor on the first public test of an HD model, but by the end of the test, it's basically back to where it once was. I see people near our base, and I still might head that way. But I'm also looking at the tanks down there, and like I'm not going to be able to kill them. I think... Whoops, I did not want to stop there. We should definitely cap if possible. Unfortunately, though, now we're splitting up. And that's no bueno. And the SU-100Y decided to jump into the ocean instead of actually stay and fight. That's awesome now. I might regret not going back to the base, but at the same time, I don't think I would have done... Oh lord, their T-30 came back. Nope, this is luckily I blocked them, but this is definitely not good for us because we're going to start getting capped out. We're going to be surrounded here, and we're not going to make a push because we lost, you know, our other kind of tanks up here to help us. Yeah, we're thoroughly screwed, so... Oh well, I might as well try to. So T-30 is shooting APCR. Nope, he fired AP. I thought it was the 110 shooting premium, but regardless, it's probably gonna hurt here. Come on, FE, we're making our last stand here. We're gonna die. There's no hope here. You might as well just fight it out and get one more shot's worth. Hey, little dog. Yeah. Hi, finally woke up. Give you a treat. Ah, you're on my team? Eco. Well, we tried. Hey, little buddy. You lay down? Yeah, we tried, but at the end there, we're just kind of screwed. So, T-32's next up. It's not your fault, France. We did a pretty good job there. So, T-32, I'm also going to start the next poll here. It's going to last 6 minutes, or it's going to last 8 minutes. So again, you type exclamation vote, press space, and you get to follow it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, depending on what game you want to vote for. It'll say it in the chat which number corresponds with each game. Or also, if you see on the top right, the poll, it's gonna... Basically, the top is number 1, bottom's number 6. I'm just gonna throw... I highly doubt Overwatch is gonna get picked, so I'm just gonna put my vote there just to get the poll overlay up there. But if Overwatch gets picked, I will gladly play it. I just know some of you guys, it's a little bit fast-paced compared to World of Tanks. But this will be for Tuesday's stream, so I'm not streaming tomorrow, given it's Christmas Eve. But my stream schedule will go back to normal, to where I will be streaming Tuesday morning and Tuesday night will be the next streams. Hello, Trung. Nice to see you. Really scary. We have a lot of tank destroyers. A lot of people in the field, and I think we're gonna just regret not having a lot of people in the town. Still gonna get myself here, because whether or not your team loses the field or the town, this is still basically the best spot, which he has a manual one. This is still the best spot to go from this side in almost any tank. Oh god. I'm gonna get myself set up here. Yeah, I wonder, right now it's between World of Warplanes and Overwatch. I wonder if right now both games, World of Warplanes has an event going called Skies of Albion, I believe, for its kind of winter event, and Overwatch also has a Christmas/New Year's winter event going on as well. Destiny 2, I believe, also has one. World of Warships. Total War Arena has a couple like snow maps they added in, but that's still technically a very early testing phase for a game. I think regardless of what game gets picked, we're gonna have a kind of a holiday themed stream Tuesday night again, which is fine by me. Maybe that by then I'll have a couple more bells and whistles for the stream as well. Depending on, I put a lot of things on my wish list this year for Christmas for the stream. It's kind of hard to buy stuff for me, so I tend to make a, you know, my family actually asks me to make one for them. Like a list of stuff I may want. And, you know, it's kind of hard buying, say, computer stuff if you're, not to say computer illiterate, but you don't know exactly what you're getting. I'm doing alright, Trung. How are you doing? Unfortunately, I can't really pen the ST1, even with APCR here. And he's able to hit enough of my hull to damage me. Nope, I stupidly took damage there. I was trying to just leave enough of my tank out to where he wasn't gonna pen me, but he hit me somewhere, I would say, in this area. Come on. I'm just, you know, we're up by 3, but it doesn't feel like it because right now, you know, most of their tanks are in the town and most of ours are in the field. I crit his gun. Yes, if it is World of Warplanes, I don't mind platooning there pretty much any World of Warplanes stream because you can respawn there. Sometimes in tanks, you know, the reason I platoon, you know, the 2 times a week, but sometimes with the tank request, especially since World of Warplanes, I don't have that many planes to take requests for. It's hard for me to do a lot of tank requests when I'm platooning, say for an entire stream for tanks. But World of Warplanes, that's not an issue because you're, you know, respawning. Might be able to pen him if I can get his lower plate, but I don't have a view at it. And I can't run away here. I'm kind of just hoping someone kills him. Even though I guess I can take a little bit of a leap of faith here. Could go very, very wrong if this 704 pops out of nowhere. Well, not from nowhere, but... Oh my god. The 183 pops out. At least I got him. You know, I damaged him and also helped kill him. There's the RD. Oh, Lord. Yep, and he's back. I only have 2 HE shells left, but can I hit him on the cupola? No, I can't. I don't think I'm going to be able to get back into cover in time. So, I hope that this 704 can't hit me. Are you guys trying to hit me again? I bounced. This is where, you know, a lot of, it's always been a discussion. The T32, it needs a buff. It's probably one of the most neglected and power creeped tier 8 heavies in the game. They could fix it in an instant. They just need to pop the T2065 Patriot's gun onto it. Whether or not they keep the reload the same is one thing, but just put the gun on the T32, bingo, bango, dunno, tank is completely balanced. Don't know why they don't do it, but it's just me. IS-3 is better by far, John. I do not have a published plane list for World of Warplanes, no. I could probably make one though if World of Warplanes does win. If it's a tie, will I split stream? Potentially? Right now, I guess it is tied. I could either do a final showdown where I put up another poll here, or, if it is tie, I can do, or tied. Ty is my brother's name. Fun fact. We play. Why don't I play the M40? I play the M53 a lot. Maybe I'll do both. Merry Christmas, Trung. No problem, Grinder. Unfortunately, I like the spot I got there, but, getting a ton of tanks with armor in front of you, I'm surprised I got the damage that I did there. But it's just a tank you need, you need premium rounds for. Which World of Warplanes did end up winning by 1 vote, come to look at it. It looks like Overwatch and World of Warplanes was tied. I'm confused there. I wonder if it did a tiebreaker just because it was option 3 instead of 6. I'll have to revisit that. Oh, I know why. So World of Warplanes did win with 8 votes. The reason why both had 8 votes and it technically was tied, however, I threw in the vote in the beginning, which doesn't count, just to get the overlay up. That's a little bug that the guy hasn't fixed yet. That's why every time I vote in the beginning of a vote to get it to show up. But technically, both had 8 votes, World of Warplanes and Overwatch. However, it was actually 7 for Overwatch since I was one of those votes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The dead vote was that. So World of Warplanes did win out by 1. If for whatever reason, usually how I do it to where, if for whatever reason I do stream an extra stream, I will play Overwatch. Last week it was, World of Warplanes was the backup game of the week, but Dreadnought kind of failed and died to where if I do have an extra stream in a week, it hasn't happened yet because there's been a lot of stuff coming out with the advent calendar. I made a matchmaking video to where I devoted more time to that instead of streaming. But did I want to play Overwatch? I'll play any game up there. I casted my vote to Overwatch because usually that's he must have moved. It's usually not a game that's selected, but I did stream it once though. But I try not to say I throw my vote on Total War Arena to where it's, I've streamed that 2 times. I don't want to say guide people towards any game over another, if that makes sense. E10 tank, if you would like me to play that, sure. There is a request command, Trung. If you type !request followed by the tank name, it will pop up and I can add it on, but I'm glad you like the Steam keys for that game, Matt. I'm glad your kid likes games like that. I say a few of the games I gave out, the RTS games, I could see myself playing them. Alright, I might as well. Oh no. I thought I was loaded. That was dumb. But as far as the games I play kind of for fun, where I don't care if I do good or bad in them, Overwatch is one of them and Destiny 2 is another. Not that I really play PvP in Destiny, but when it comes down to a game where I just want to, say, pop on for like 20 minutes and just like shoot things, blow things up, and I don't care if I'm doing good or bad, usually it's between Overwatch and Destiny 2. They're just fun games. Not that any other game isn't fun, but like if I'm playing Total War Arena, World of Warplanes, World of Warships, I try, you know, to always have like a good match, stuff like that. And definitely, you know, World of Tanks I try to do well in as well. Not that the beginning of this stream made that apparent. Technically, I've done 0 damage so far, but I do have a kill. I know I've done at least like 200 damage, but doesn't look like I've really done anything this match so far. I kind of want to shoot this guy, but since moving up, I have a worse angle. Full gold rounds? It depends. E100, you might see me throw all heat in a match, but I try not to spam gold rounds because well, A, they're expensive, but a lot of times you simply don't need them. I did not expect the challenger. The Prima Victoria I expected, but I did not expect the second challenger to spot me. But that's what I get. A momentary lapse in judgment there. Because my team is now down by 1, but I was trying to push out here because the Primo was set up behind that little ridge, kind of spotting these two guys who are stuck and honestly can't do much against him. I was trying to push up here to where I could potentially start, say, shooting the TD and have a different angle and could actually do some damage, because otherwise I wasn't going to hit anything. But, that's, you know, I pushed it already. I deserve to die. Alright, so I have a Type 64 up next. After this, I'll do another raffle here. Getting itchy. So Type 64. Kind of holding out hope to where, if I'm lucky, I may be getting a, which it's going to help with streaming. I might be able to do a couple different things streaming. I might be getting a new graphics card. A GTX 9, or not 9, 1080 Ti, to where if that's the case, it's going to help me out quite a bit, to where, you know, there's the potential for me to be able to switch my encoder. Right now I use OBS, it uses my CPU to encode. Excuse me, I might be able to switch that over to NVIDIA's NVEC, I think it's pronounced, encoder. It just all depends on Comcast, because it does use a lot more bit rate, so I need a decent upload speed. So it depends on if I can get that to work out. But basically, for you guys, it would look, not that the stream looks bad right now, but it would actually make it look a lot more clear. But I'm kind of excited because I can put my graphics card in that other one. I have a GTX 680 right now. I can put it in my other one, which will make Photoshop run a little bit better over there. And also rendering a couple different things. Not that I think I would do it, but I technically could set up to where I could stream from that PC and just simply game from this one, but that might just be like a little project I do for the hell of it. I don't technically need to do that. Ugh, I forgot about that big bump. Or big hole, I should say. Right now, we don't have enough people in the 1-2 line for me to warrant spotting too much. I might just end up going to the hill eventually, but like I know I can spot things here. It's encounter mode to where usually like the mediums and stuff, they're a little bit more aggressive over on this line because they're like, ah, nobody's over here. But yeah, actually getting people to shoot at them is another thing. Oops. Know where exactly he is, and someone hit him. That's still good. I was kind of hoping he was gonna eventually die. Should be fine here. Our hill's finally getting into the fold. Ooh, Lord. Gotta worry about Artie, but I'm mostly trying to set myself up so I can shoot this M7. Granted, I bounced off of him and not get shot by the center. Had I like pushed back here, likelihood the T-29 can hit me better. I think the tanks would be balanced if they add in multi-turret support. Wargaming did state today at Wargaming Festo that it's not coming anytime soon. Definitely not in 2018, if ever, the multi-turret support. But they are adding in, they state it. So the next patch, the ST2 gets added into the game. That's February. They confirmed that today. To where the ST2 is essentially identical to the ST1. However, slightly different armor, because I believe the turret's a little bit different. But it has two guns. They're directly next to each other. Yeah, I know that this guy's shooting me, but more important for me to take out that T-29, and yeah, now I'm dead. But did 1,000 damage, 1,000 assist. If my team can't win this, I don't know what was going wrong there, but it looks like our hill was trying to push, and yeah, you don't do that without having like a sure victory on there. But basically they stated that multi-turret support, so say like M3 Lee and other tanks where the guns aren't directly next to each other, so even if they aren't a multi-turret, say like the B1, I think B1 heavies, let me look at, say something like the Churchill where it has this. Technically this would be like multi-turret. However, guns, there's currently only the MTLS. It's like a special tier 2 or tier 3 tank. I have a couple videos of it up. It's completely overpowered, but Wargaming actually removed it from media accounts. It's so broken. Guns where they're directly next to each other in the same turret, the ST2 is going to be bringing that in next patch in February. But let's see. How I think that'll work is they'll just make it kind of like a so things are gonna get crazy. Yes, they specifically said like let the hype begin for the ST2. Hello Frizzard, nice to see you. Merlin, new Russian TD line. There's technically no new Russian TD line. So what they said today is they rolled back on doing it, but they actually just reconfirmed that they're still planning to do it even though everyone hates it. Basically, they're taking the Object 263, moving it down a tier, implementing the Object 430 TD, I believe. I forget the specific numbers after the tank. Yeah, and I forget what tank they're removing. It's like the tier 7 TD, I think. But they're not making a whole new TD line. They're making a new Russian heavy line that's coming in the next patch. Basically, it starts off of the KV-13. It goes to the IS-4M, so rear turret at IS-4 in a way. Then there's two, it's like the object it's like 250 something, I forget, but they're both rear turreted, heavily armored, pretty decent alpha guns, but very slow, poor mobile, or not, poor armor kind of towards the sides and the rear. Yes, basically the ST2, from what it looks like, you know, there's a couple possibilities for what they do, but most likely they're going to take the IS-4, move it down a tier, make it into a special tank, but I don't think they'll make it special into a special tank. They might move it down a tier, but I think they might just slide it over, and maybe that's what's happening to the T10, to where the T10 is going to get replaced by the Object 257, which is basically a tier 9 defender. But basically the ST2, if you have the IS-4, you pretty much should get the ST2, if I'm not mistaken. They almost always, you know, switch tanks out very fairly. Hello, Russian guy. I can't pronounce your name, but hello. But basically the ST2, so what you're going to expect for, you know, at a tier 10, it sounds, you know, a tank with 2 guns sticking out of it. It sounds hilariously broken, which it potentially could be, but more or less, it's just a different autoloader. So instead of it, you know, having to reload, you know, reload between each shell, it can instead, from my understanding, fire, you know, 2 shells virtually at the same time. Maybe with poor accuracy doing that, but more or less it's just you're going to be firing 2 shells faster. However, instead of reloading with a clip, you're just reloading each gun kind of individually. So it's basically just a reskinned autoloader essentially in my eyes, to where they can balance it without making it broken. It still remains to be seen if that's going to be the case, but it is going to be a very fun, and it's going to be a new thing for World of Tanks. But it could go horribly wrong. Good for those people that play the ST2, but bad for everybody else. But that's how I look at it. It's basically a reskinned autoloader, to where, you know, you can fire 2 shells at once. I knew that we're not going to cap here, to where I'm starting to regret going out here. It's just they have 2 SPGs that can fire over this pretty well, and we have a lot of people camping very far south in the forest, so we're not going to have any help with, say, turning a flank here. Master, you've already asked once, please don't ask again. Every hour for raffles. You know, I don't like having to repeat stuff for the same people. I don't mean to sound rude there, but the next raffle is actually coming up in a couple minutes, but the final raffle for winning something is at the end of the stream. I stupidly, I shouldn't have went here. I had a very brief thought in the beginning of the match to push the forest. I should have done that. It's just the entire match here I've just been getting artied. I can't push anywhere because I'll die. Now their mouse has a pretty good chance to just break it open here. Unless I can track him. No, I can't track him. I'm just going to go for the damage. Try to bounce this VK. It's just... It bounced the VK, but not the Conqueror. Crap. Ah! Half a second too long there. And I deserve that. Nah, yeah, I'm done. It just... I've seen it a lot to where coming from the south here, you can win the flag easily, but you actually can't cap it out unless the enemy team just sends nobody over here. To where I kind of played right in the... Usually I just ignore the cap coming from the north and I focus on the forest. Should have listened to my gut there. But yeah, our Artie, I don't know what our Artie was doing, but yeah, I should have known better going there in the mouse that I was just going to get torn to shreds there. So let me get into the Type 5, start the next raffle here. Well, yes, a lot of graphics cards right now are extremely expensive because of the whole Bitcoin and cryptocurrency mining. You can thank people for that, for jacking the price up. Almost all of the like top-end graphics cards sell well over like the market price. But yeah, hopefully, you know, hopefully I get it, but it still is pretty expensive though. I agree with you, Kurt, and you know, Capitan said it over on Twitch too. It would have been nice to get some counter battery there, but not that lucky. The game, has it evolved this fast? Yes. You know, for as much as people give wargaming crap, they have kept this game going at a brisk pace to where every now and then it feels like it stagnates a little bit depending on whether you're like grinding out a new tank line, but whether it's been adding in physics, changing matchmaking, you know, adding in new tank lines, game modes, stuff like that, they've added a ton into the game. To where if you haven't already, I put out a video, the history of matchmaking and why it's better than ever. It's one of my most recent ones. I show some screenshots and also matchmaking setups from 2012, 2014. Back then, like when I first started playing, say like this cliff here, your tank would basically get stuck right here at like a 45-degree angle and you couldn't drive over it. To where there were no physics in the game. You couldn't flip yourself over. The game was completely different. So yeah, I'm gonna get, I'm gonna stick here honestly. Since literally we have nobody here. I don't know why everyone goes up to the train station. I would say I secretly made my map strategy to tell people not to go up there. But it's good for a good thing. Going up here is not that useful if you don't win the town beneath it. But I kind of have to stay here because if I push far, they're just gonna flank me. I don't have anyone sitting back here to fire into the town. I did look into the other day about getting a Twitch chatbot. It's just to get all the things that I would want from it. It would cost, it's about, I forget how much per month I'd have to spend on a Twitch bot. But back here, it's just, fortunately, I'm just going to be playing defense the whole time. It's not something you want to do in a mining town. We gave up whatever advantage we have or had, and everyone in the center right now they can't do anything in the center because there's no cover there from people shooting you from up here. Not that the enemy team seems to be doing that. I like Klondike for grand battles. I still think grand battles for random battles so far, I don't think it's as fun as 15 versus 15, but they did state at Wargaming Fest today that Frontline 30v30 is coming back, so that was the Normandy map where one side attacked, one side defended. There was respawns, you know, objectives. You could fill up your ammo again, stuff like that, heal your tank. That was fun. That was probably, I would say, the most fun I've had in World of Tanks. And like, I like this game. You guys can see it. It's probably the most fun I've had in World of Tanks since I first started playing. That game mode will be a hit. Whether or not they bring it permanently, say like it's always in the matchmaker, or if it's like just like ranked battles where it's like a separate queue for a certain amount of time, remains to be seen. But that mode, I think people are going to love it. That's pretty much what everyone's going to be playing, except for like, say like people that can't pad their stats in it because they're not going to be able to count for stats because it's respawns and everything. Or like, you know, basically people that complain a lot probably won't play it a ton, but it's fun as hell. Congrats, Fix It Man. Yes, I have the HE only gun in the Type 5 here. The Type 4 I use the non-derp gun, but the Type 5, pretty much the premium HE, it's all you use in this thing. It's really expensive to use, but it's flat out the better shell because it's just same as the standard HE, but you gain more damage per shot. But unfortunately, not exactly very interesting right now because my team. So the most important flanks are the island, which I played last time on Klondike here, and I died where our batch hat 25T is now, and also the mining town, which is where I set up, you know, at the end here. These are the two important flanks to fight. The train station, what I called it up there, I've seen a lot of people from both sides go there. Like right now we have most of our tanks in the north there, and so do they. It's not as an important flank, and it's actually harder to win because there's no cover pushing straight at people to where you're just basically, you know, derping each other head on, and pushing out of it also is much harder, and there's not too much tactical use to it unless you can flank the mining town early. But yeah, you know, it's one of those unintended things, I guess. Like, I didn't think many people would go to the train station, but it seems to be a popular spot to go to in the north here. But I'm basically, my team's up to where I'm just kind of waiting it out here. It's not exciting, but you know, it's kind of the best thing I can do right now for my team is just hold these two tanks in front of me and wait for us to win the rest of the map. I guess I could, yeah, I have an E4 with me. I could push in now that they've taken out like the E5. This M48's gonna poke a little bit too far here, and he's gone. Or this Super Conqueror, if he gets a shot on me, he's gonna try to hit me in the corner, but I'm just gonna straighten out. Yep. So if you angle, people always aim here. I don't know if he hit me low or if he hit me on the front, but you just turn right before they're about to fire, and they'll pretty much bounce almost every time unless they're a tier 10 TD. Unfortunately, you know, as far as chatting and say Russian or something else, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. However, you know, if no one else can understand you, it's really hard to, you know, justify it in a way. You know, I don't want to come off as rude because I know not everyone speaks English. It's just, you know, at the very least, put stuff into Google Translate, because it is, you know, while it's not perfect, we can, you know, actually read it and communicate back and forth, you know? Are you saying you're not a fan of respawns? Did you try the frontline mode? Because initially, like, I'm not a fan of, say, like, games like World of Tanks where you have one life in a battle. I'm not a fan of games adding in respawns either. However, it's going to be a separate mode, much like, say, ranked battles are. I don't think there's any way that they could add it into the standard matchmaking queue. but the respawns I feel like work because like I wasn't able to stream it unfortunately, but the frontline sandbox, like Quickie Baby, other community contributors made videos because they were allowed to. I wasn't. More or less, the respawns work there because the maps are designed in a way, unlike these 30v30 battles. Like they had the map called Normandy, to where they modeled it off of, you know, a landing on Normandy. But one team starts, you know, attacking from say the south, the other team starts in the north defending, and basically, you know, you have to capture to push them back in different basically sectors, to where your team's split into three. Okay, you remember it. I think it works there because, you know, while the respawns, you know, they do, you know, lessen basically each life, I feel like they work because it's not like your team has an unlimited amount of them, to where you do run out after a while, or say the defenders, you know, just stop you flat and you run out of time and you lose. But I feel like they work fine there only because it's basically attacking and defending. If they added them into, say, like 30v30, like random battles, no, I don't think it would. I don't think it would be good there. I have no idea what Frizzard's saying. It's just, yeah, basically, you know, when it comes to speaking like Russian and other stuff, just please just put it into Google Translate, because we don't mean to sound rude. It's just, you know, it's basically an English stream, to where it gets a little bit spammy, even though it's unintended. I'm getting to the bottom of this before I move here. But, you know, if it keeps happening, you probably are going to get timed out. Like, I don't mean to sound rude from it. It's just E100, the mouse is better than it. PZ7 I like better on it right now. It's just the turret front's too weak, in my opinion. Like, I'm going to the train station side because I'm in a medium, but I really hope that we have some people down here. But I'm probably going to end up just running away from here, to be honest. Early on, the middle's not too important to have, which we have a lot of people there. A lot more than we should. These TDs, you're better off heading down here or coming to help a little bit further north. Yep, there's already shot. I just hope that we don't get sucked into trying to kill their couple tanks in the center too much. Well, you know, I posted that one thing in chat. I translated it to Russian, but yes, after this I'm not gonna keep bothering with it. Because, you know, I don't honestly feel bad because I can't speak every language in the world. But anyway, I'm leaving this because I'm not able to push against those, and we shouldn't be pushing against them. We can flank them from the town most likely, but it's gonna very quickly. I don't want to get sucked in here, but I can take shots from them from relative safely, or safety. Six 3, I'm waiting on you. wrote in my map strategy, don't do this, and I'm hoping I don't regret it, but there's a strong possibility that I am going to regret doing this. It's just you can take a lot of damage very quickly. Yep, there's Shred 103B's back here. It's just where TDs camp. They camp to where they could absolutely wreck you here. And of course it's a Shred 103B throwing APCR out. Not that he needs that to pen me, but... Yes, that is much better. Thank you very much, Frizzard. Yeah, there's no hope for us in the north where... I really hope that our team, like, they're just gonna get clobbered up there if they keep trying to push into them. I'm honestly shocked that 2 matches in a row our team hasn't, like, both sides haven't really pushed the mining town. Like, it's odd to me. This Badger is coming right for me here. Fortunately, the Grill 15 repositioned. Just lost my safety net, essentially. Awesome, got him killed. Well, I specifically did that because I was looking at where their team was and how many tanks were kind of spotted. Where the Shred 103B, you know, it was just one TD that shot me. But basically I weighed risk and reward, and taking out those 2 tanks under the bridge, not that I helped too much with them, was more important than, you know, me potentially taking a shot or 2. Hoping this Grill 15 doesn't hit me again. He's one-shottable, I'm one-shottable. I try to make my way to him without that Strev hitting me, but we'll see. He's a goner. 7 now. I didn't include in my strategy these areas specifically because it's pretty confusing moving through all the little bits of cover here. God. Yeah. There's no way to fight a Badger frontally like that. The thing traverses fast, it's got good armor all around. Gotta cut and run here. Hope this T-57 doesn't notice me, but he got behind the rock just in time. Actually, oof. He does know I'm here now. I got myself in a bad spot, and the people that were supporting me are now moving, which, you know, they're not wrong in doing. It's just... I'm destroying things on purpose here. I was kind of hoping to see if anyone would push into me, but I feel like if I run away right now, I'll die. Whether it's from the Badger, or the Strev, or the T-57, because there's actually 2 Strev 103Bs here. T-57. Help me, team! Did spot their arty once. Oh god. I'm not safe on this side. Safe on this side either. It's just... if they push on me, I'm a goner. It's just I hope that we can do something before they make it towards our arty in the base. They're not set up to help me here. I just can't run behind me because I will die outside of the building. Tried to track him there, but that did not work. That chat saved me. Ooh, he bounced. Ah, I bounced too. Oh, I hate myself. I took a quick shot and I didn't line that up correctly. Oh well. That didn't work. I live in New Jersey in the US. My hat, it doesn't it doesn't affect anything. Even though I guess spelled doesn't wrong, but oh well. I had a pretty crappy battle. Hopefully we win this though. But I gotta give up trying to focus on different languages right now in the chat because I'm not going to be able to which we have another type 5 request. I'm not going to be able to play effectively here, which is my #1 goal. Hey Gary, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you. I'm glad you like the IS-7. It's ever since they buffed it, it's a pretty damn good tier 10. Before, I still thought it was good before the buff, but it was a little bit hard to play. That's funny, William. Thanks for tipping Levi, Victor. But you know, I don't mean any offense by, I just can't dedicate, say, that much emphasis just on one person. I don't mean to sound rude by that. It's just, I'm sure you guys understand to whether it's like translating stuff or say there's some completely off the wall question that I have to demonstrate that will take like say 5 minutes to do. You know, I'll do my best to answer and accommodate everyone, but sometimes I can't do it. It is a great idea. Anyway, hopefully my team, we're all going here. However, this side, it has a pretty good advantage. If you just put your team, bingo bango, can't reset the cap, you win. We'll see. Lorraine 40T, sure thing. I will add it after this battle though, so I might get a early shot here. But I'll start the last raffle of the stream shortly. I very stupidly didn't angle right there. At this point though, I need to get up here. We're going to be outnumbered into town, unfortunately, so the one kind of strength of this side is gone. I don't know how that pinned me with standard AP, but trying to get myself without losing a lot of HP into the town. Don't want to be this far out. Yep, E5, I see you there. Well, I'm not reloaded yet. Crap, E4. I really want to help you, but 40's doing a pretty bang-up job at avoiding me. I don't get what my team's doing. They went to the hill, they didn't push the hill very hard, and yeah, now I'm gonna get shot. This guy's gonna take a ton of damage or HP off of me. We basically just lost our one big advantage here, which is having better access to the town. I shouldn't have pushed in that last little push, because tier 10 only, everyone's going to be chucking premium. I was chucking premium, they're all chucking premium, except for the E4. To where, unfortunately, our team, we're putting all of our tanks right in the center here, which is not where the flag is, and they're going to cap us out in about 45 seconds. To where encounter mode on mines is honestly my least favorite encounter, because, you know, unfortunately, hey buddy, you alright? We're almost done. Yeah. You just got a treat. Thank you very much, Micha, for the subscription. Hello, Marga, as well. I think artillery is fine. Rain 40T. funny, Joe Biden. Let me get right on that. I'll start the raffle after this battle here. It's alright, little dog. I think Levi, I forgot to bring his water in here, but I kind of feel bad. He should be fine though till the end of the stream. I kind of wish, I haven't played very well today, but this last raffle, we'll see who wins this. Someone's gonna be very happy. Hello, Attila. I'm just watching the chat here, but pretty much, you know, the derp gun on the KV-1, I've used it. I prefer the standard gun now, but either or is fine. Hello, Englewood. I would say maybe for everyone, just yeah, I don't want people fighting one another in a way, but thank you, Attila, for the subscription. Hello, Michael, as well. He thinks he's getting another treat. Okay. I might as well. I'll go center. There's 4 already, which is probably gonna hurt, but I should be able to get up here. I'm very glad. My second choice was the town. Everyone's running away from it. I'm really glad I didn't push there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't sit right behind me. I'm gonna get RD'd here, dude. I just blew my repair kit and my med kit. Never sit right behind a ally tank. We're fighting one another more right now than the actual enemies, so I've got to push up here. Unfortunately, I don't want to, but yeah. This is the only way I'm going to be able to survive. I still might die here, but we're just gonna get torn to shreds because We never pushed up all the way, but we shouldn't have, because they pushed up there quicker than we did, and they got their mediums to a spot to where our arty couldn't help us. I feel bad for ditching the T57 and T62A, but unfortunately that's how this map works out, to where if you don't really win the center, you gotta get out of it, to where it just becomes like a death zone. But oh well. Hello, Nori. No, not to, honestly, the chat, honestly, is starting to get... I know no one's being offensive, but I may just end up timing out the two people that are... You know, nothing's constructive here. I'll give it another couple minutes, and then, yeah, I'm just gonna not even just time out. I might just ban them. I don't mean to sound rude at all. It's just, it's getting distracting. But Leopard 1 is up next. Where honestly, while this is all going on, I don't want to do the raffle right now, so... Spies and stuff. I'll win another battle, but I think this has run its course. So I have a Type 64 after this and a Lorraine 40T. I'm going to do a couple grinds towards the end too, to where I probably won't take any more tank requests here. But finally, no more grand battles. Like, I like them. I like playing grand battles, not necessarily that last map, but I don't like seeing them match after match. I think that, yeah, that is not good. I like them maybe, say, 1 out of 5 matches at most if I'm playing just tier 10s, but not, you know, say 2-3 battles in a row. Then it, you know, I don't like the 30v30 random battle mode that much to play it that often. Hello again, France. Let's see, are you... I remember your username from earlier. I don't know if you're on my team or not. I'm not saying your name, to be honest, though. I'm glad you like it, Kurt. T55A it's only a premium in the sense you can use a crew from another tank in it. It doesn't earn extra credits. And nice, you got a Lorraine 40T. Hey, it's one of the better premiums, so you got a little lucky there. I started playing in 2011. July specifically, I think. Thanks for tipping Levi, William. I'll definitely do the raffle after this battle here. I'm gonna want to run away here. Specifically, Artie is aiming at me. How do I know this? I'm gonna Leopard 1. It's bound to happen. My I've been streaming so long. It's not that cold out here right now for winter. It's starting to heat up a little bit in the room. My fans on my PC, I can hear them ramping up a little bit more than usual. Do I have a wife? No, I have a fiance. I'm pretty sure they actually just got home, to be honest. I heard someone come through the door. Ah, Lord, he turned. I should have figured that. Tempted to help them push now, because right now we're about evenly matched. It's just, I don't think it'll still work out in our favor. If I had a little bit of armor, I would honestly consider it more. In here, though, probably should have tried to aim a little lower there. If I could have hit the 112. Even playing, he might have disconnected, but still need to get him out, honestly. Scorpion G, of course, has hit me. Bueno, but that 907 is going to get pushed on. Yeah, it's about time. Oh Lord, I should have went in that rock there. Yep, I got hit by the bat. Come on guys, it's time to go. He had a repair kit. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's coming right at me there. There's nothing wrong with playing consoles. You know, honestly, there's nothing wrong. Like, I dabble in PS4. Like, by dabble, I mean like I play it once every 3 months to see if I like it again. But it just comes down to the controls for me. To where I've played PC so much, it's, you know, I'd rather play PC. Plus, you know, my account doesn't transfer over. He's aiming at me, and he's shooting APCR. Not that it would matter. I believe IOC is still around. Yes, I remember exactly what you're referencing there. I believe it's still their reputation is still the same. I could be wrong, but I think I've seen something somewhat recently that, yeah, it probably hasn't changed. Happy New Year to you too. See you around, Russian person. I can't pronounce your name, but see ya. Not to stream Saturday nights. There is a thought behind that, yes, but I do stream Sunday nights and Fridays for a reason. But top 3 damage, a little bit better now that we're outside of grand battles. There is always, you know, you can do everything right technically in a grand battle, and since there's 30 other enemies, one little mistake and poof, you're gone. Anyway, hello Philharmonic. Let's get to the last raffle here. To make sure everyone can get into it, I'm just gonna bump it up to 8 minutes. Winner gets 100 or 1,000, not 100, 1,537 Levi biscuits to make it interesting. But the winner also gets, as long as you can send me a valid World of Tanks name, and specify your server, you can pick between getting today's M4190 Grand Finals premium tank, or tomorrow, most likely is the VK168. You can get either or, and I will send it to you after the stream, or if you pick tomorrow's, of course, I'll send it to you at some point tomorrow. But this is what everyone's been waiting for. Okay, Timothy, there we go. I saw the T, I guess I can't see everything else. So. But make sure, you know, the commands unfortunately don't work over on Twitch. You know, where you'll have to enter over on YouTube. The only way, you know, I've looked into putting a bot on Twitch as well to track like view time and stuff, but I still wouldn't, regardless of what I do, be able to get one to work with commands and everything. It would just make it, even if I get everything set up, it would just make it way too confusing to where I'd be spending like half the time fiddling with, you know, stuff instead of playing. And I'd also need 3 monitors to fit everything. So. Come on, team, I am hoping you can save me here. Uh-oh, Type 64 on their team just got it in their favor. Still hoping here that I can somehow weasel my way out of this. I think running away, though, would have got me killed, where I'm a little bit safer from their TDs here, but it's how I like playing Malinovka in a light. Yeah, I died though. Oh well, I took out their light though. I got a little bit of assist damage, but usually Malinovka, if I'm in a light tank, whether or not I die in the beginning or not, I almost always try to scout somewhere in this area to spot some people here, but more importantly, everyone's had those matches to where the enemy team just has the one light spotting you here, and your team just takes so much damage in the beginning. I like to avoid that, but sorry whoever requested the Type 64, that wasn't the longest battle. But if I'm in a light tank and I can spot for my team, I will definitely try to do that. I just wish that their Type 64 on their team, if he wasn't where he was, I would have ran away instead of stay there. You've ground the TD line to the 268. They're not changing the object 268 line. It's only the 263 line they're talking about changing. Like, they might give the 268 a buff, maybe, because it's still pretty bad for its tier. But, yeah, as far as, you know, in general, which, unfortunately, if someone from Russia wins, I can't gift you anything. I did state that earlier and also yesterday, but I can only gift to the NA, EU, and SEA servers, so unfortunately anyone on the Russian server, I can't actually gift you anything. You can blame a lot of different factors from that, not just wargaming, but a lot of different things I won't talk about. It's political stuff, but I can't gift to the Russian server. You'll still win some Levi biscuits, though. But we still have a little over 3 minutes to see who wins or not. E30, I'll do that for one more request, Floyd. After that, though, I'm not going to take any others. So anyone else requesting tanks here, unfortunately, I'm not going to do any others after that. I'd like to get one more grind match in a KV4. With all the bonuses going on right now. Crap. Gotta get stayed on him. Don't like cars, don't like sports. I would say I like video games, anything like technology wise. I like gardening. Love my dog. I like cooking. It's my profession. I used to, when I was a little younger and could afford breaking my knees, mainly dislocating, not like breaking bones. I surfed a lot more. So the beach, I like the beach since, I grew up. I'm surrounded by the ocean on 3 sides, so. I was seeing if he was going to take the bait and push out a little further. Oop. See if I can get that guy. Really? 0 damage crit? He's still going there. Unfortunately, now I've got to reload, but... not about to let him get all that damage, though. I can run back here and stay safe. Thank you very much, Kai Tang, I think? Or Kit Yang, for the subscription. Unfortunately, I can't stream forever to wear. I'm gonna do a T30, and then after that, I'm gonna play a grind or two, and that's pretty much it. I didn't exactly, since I wasn't playing too well, I kind of gave up on. I was trying to mix in a couple more grinds tonight than I did in the past couple streams, and I decided to forego that since I was playing so bad. Quickest way for me to get up there is over the bridge. Risky, but let's see if it works. About 30 seconds left to see who's going to win the raffle here. Remember, whoever wins, please type your World of Tanks name and also what server you're on. Plus, if you would like the M41 or the Advent Calendar prize for tomorrow. Really, there's a PZ4 behind me. I'm gonna die, so I'm just gonna ram this guy. I'm surprised that the Centurion 1 here didn't kill me, but yeah. We're ahead by so many tanks, this doesn't matter to where. If I ran away, I was most likely still gonna die to where. Might as well just ram him. Congratulations though, Randall, for winning the raffle there. You're extremely lucky. If for whatever reason, not that I think you will, but if there is any reason, for whatever reason, if you do want to pass on the gift shop prize, you can pass it to somebody else, but thank you, Titan King, for the subscription. But 2,300 damage, not too bad. Your granddaughter, yes. How could I? It must have been Morgana. I think it's Morgana and not Morgana, but I'd be wrong. It's just I used to play a game where it was pronounced Morgana. The prize, it was basically you could pick between, it's thank you Flex for the follow over on Twitch. You could pick between either getting today's advent calendar, the M4190, or tomorrow it most likely is the VK168 breaker something, whatever, VK168 wall breaker, essentially it's called. Anyway, T30, let me cue this up before getting to the next battle here. So the second one, Morgana. For it to be worth it? What do you mean, Shane? I would say like something to shoot for in Lorraine is just trying to do its HP total and damage. Frizzer did, you know, he did it right there. To where, sorry KV2-chan, you kind of did just miss it. Which Titan King I stream, typically, you know, I don't stream Saturday nights. I'm streaming a little bit differently because of Christmas coming up, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, Sunday and Monday. I stream Friday and Sunday nights typically. Tuesday night I stream a random game coming up. This Tuesday it's going to be World of Warplanes 1 out. And then I stream Tuesday and Thursday mornings. The start times are typically 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh god. Need to look at... Okay. That's what I thought your in-game name was. I remember seeing you. I always want to make sure I don't screw up because one time I accidentally sent somebody on the SEA server. It was like a couple numbers off from the person. It was a contest I ran on WoT Guru like 3 or 4 years ago. It was a couple numbers off. I could have just hit him. And I sent some random person just, it was like $20 or $30 gift shop package. They were really lucky. You know, I could have done something dickish and, you know, basically say, because you can technically charge back to where it says don't accept them from strangers because of that. And until it's resolved, Wargaming suspends your account. I didn't do it. You know, I'm not like that. It was my mistake. But congrats again, Randall, for winning. I'll send you, you know, you kind of asked me which one's better. The M4190, for anyone on the fence between, say, the M4190 today and potentially tomorrow, it's almost confirmed. It's not 100%, but the VK168 wall breaker essentially is going to be coming out. The M4190 is the better choice unless you specifically want like a super heavy that plays like that for a crew trainer, because the M4190, when they rebalance lights and stretch them out to tier 10, it's currently balanced like a tier 9 light essentially, except for it's a tier 8, and it has, you know, the tier 8 matchmaking now with no scout matchmaking. So pretty much you're buying a premium that plays like a tier 9, and yes, it's a light, so sometimes it's hard to play, but pretty much you're getting a tier 9 light tank and a tier 8 premium for him. It's basically the best tier 8 light by a pretty good margin. I only play World of Tanks on PC. I've played all versions of World of Tanks, whether it's Blitz. On PC, I tried that very briefly, but I played Blitz on my phone. I played it on consoles, but I play on PC here. I've been playing since 2011 on PC, and you know, it's where all my stuff is, so I stick with it here. Which, it keeps getting held for review every time someone types Frizzard, just because the way YouTube's bot handle spam, it's starting to classify that as spam. Let's see, I'm gonna take a hit here, but it's worth it because we need to hurry it up here. The T30 is starting to grow on me a little bit, but I still don't play it all that well. Oh my god, because of that. I'm used to, say even compared to just the T34 heavy, I'm used to being able to hit shots like that, where I can just poke out, take his shot really fast and pull back. Still aiming at me. Need to get back here. We're at our base to where we should just cap at this point. They're not going to be able to reset us, but I might be able to shoot them. See you, Dana. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. I am 27. I had to think about that for a second. I'm 27. But, you know, everyone watching, I'm still going to have a, you know, at least a couple more battles here. Hopefully everyone has, you know, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, I forget the other major ones, or whether or not you celebrate it all and you just celebrate New Year's. Hopefully everyone has, you know, a good holiday weekend, and also next weekend as well if I don't see you again. At the very least, even if, say you're a little bit younger, hopefully you have a fun time, you know, having off from school. I remember that was my favorite part about Christmas. Got a mastery badge first class, so first one of the stream, I believe, or maybe the second one. Yeah, maybe I'll do another raffle here at the end just for Levi biscuits too. But top 2 damage, our AT7, he did a fantastic job, honestly, on that other flank. Let me, I was gonna do a couple grinds here at the end before, let's see, I'll probably end in the KV4, so I'll play the T34 100 here. I wouldn't call myself a very religious person, but I was raised, yeah, definitely Christian, but Methodist, I believe. But I'm not the most religious person. I don't go to church anymore. I went to church up till like high school. I try not to get flustered. Sometimes I do though. Which I forgot to mention, at the end I'll pull up my little text too about what happened in Wargaming Fest, but anyone who hasn't yet, check your emails, and there's a couple emails you'll see, whether it's from World of Tanks, World of Warships, World of Warplanes. Sometimes, like if you use Gmail, it'll be like in your promotions box, not your main box. There's several codes that Wargaming sent out yesterday and today for anyone with an active account or inactive account, to where you'll get like World of Tanks, you can get the T7 car for free. Even if you have it, you get credits for it. It's basically you get free stuff. Personal reserves, World of Warships, I think you get tier 2 premium ship to Albany. World of Warplanes, you get a premium plane. It's like tier 1 or 2 or something. No, it's tier 2. So check your, oh god, I almost flipped myself over there. Check your emails for them. They're specific to your account, and yeah, it's worth it. Hello, Maho. What do you mean? What, as far as how old I am? I honestly don't care. You know, if people ask me about that. But the last raffle, now that I got a first class, will be at about 2,000 Levi biscuits. But yeah, the VTU, oh, I am not looking forward to that. I don't think it's as bad as some people make it out to be, but it's definitely a step down. to say the least. I should not have done that. Maho, basically the way I do streams is, you know, right now it only works on YouTube stream, because I stream to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Oh god, no, I'm not poking up here. Basically, if every hour I do it, I've already done all 3, to where I'm going to do an extra one because I'm streaming a little bit longer here. You'll see it in the chat. You basically just type !raffle to enter here on YouTube, and the winner gets, you know, a little bonus for the stream currency if you win. You can use stream currency. There's a link in my video description. Like, you can challenge me in tanks, you know, to play a certain tank and reach a certain amount of damage and stuff. You can tip my dog some treats. You can buy him a new toy. You can purchase like a special rank for the stream. You know, you can change the color of my overlay to where earlier Victor, I believe it was Victor, changed it from my Christmas overlay to purple here. You know, it's just a couple little fun things to do. That way, you know, people that support the stream and also, you know, watch the stream a lot, you know, you guys can do a couple fun things with it instead of, whoops, I'm sorry, type 58. I didn't realize that I turned there and screwed you up. I can take one shot from him. I was kind of hoping I was going to kill him though. But our team, we're blowing them out to where, you know, it doesn't matter too much here. Dicker Max is going to shoot that AMX most likely though. I should have been able to shoot him. Are they in your spam folders, Pezmed? You should be getting them somehow or another. Almost. I'll just take a shot at him. Or maybe not. I thought he'd be... Okay, I guess I will go in for the Strev. It's just... I have a very strong feeling this Dicker Max is going to kill me. Oh my god. There's that bad gun depression. Ooh, I almost killed myself there. Oh my god. Yes, I just did that. Thank you. But I will start... I'll start the raffle here because I'm not pushing on the Dicker Max. Only because I only have one battle after this. Oh. I think that would be pretty cool if you could destroy the docked. Yes, dock. I said docked. Titan, I already answered that. I have played it, but I don't play, say, Blitz or anything anymore. I just play PC. Which, thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip, and all, you know, thank you everyone else for the very generous tips tonight. Yeah, it means a lot. Yeah. It makes me blush a little bit. A KV4 here. To where, which unfortunately, you know, I probably got your message, Randall. It's just my chat isn't working right now. To where, basically, since you picked the M41, since you won the last raffle, I'll send it to you, because I always stick around for like another 15 minutes after I'm done streaming, just to set things up for the next one. I'll send it pretty much right over to you, to where if it doesn't get to you within the next, say like 5 minutes after I'm done streaming, just, you know, let me know in Discord. But my next stream, since, you know, usually I stream Sunday nights, I won't be streaming tomorrow, given that it is, you know, Christmas Eve. I almost said New Year's Eve. Since it's Christmas Eve, I will be streaming Tuesday morning for World of Tanks starting at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Tuesday night, I'll be playing World of Warplanes starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Marga, yes and no. It's got, pretty much it's got the best tier 7 medium gun. It's got good alpha, decent penetration, and decent amount of DPM. It just has literally no armor, so you kind of play it, you know, you don't want to like be rushing around like the, say, the T-34-85M. It's got a little bit more of a pop gun on it, a little bit less alpha. Oof, I kind of deserve that. I really wanted to hit him though. But, you know, since I won't be streaming before Christmas again, you know, again, Merry Christmas to everybody, and Happy Holidays, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys next week too. Ryan just got home too, where I'm surprised Levi isn't at the door. Or hopefully the next stream that you see me, I might have a little bit more bells and whistles. Hello.
Hey.
She made it just in time.
Hello, dog. Missed you. Buddy, I smell like moose.
France, I'm a sous chef. This T92 really likes me.
Yeah, don't I?
This isn't exactly the best spot for me to be in, given that it's a tier 10 battle, but yeah, it is what it is.
Some other dog will put his wiener on me.
That's nice.
John's dog decided to hump my leg.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Ryan will say hi.
I promise I will. I'm just exhausted.
She's probably a little tired. I think she drove for like 6 hours today.
More than that. My leg hurt. My right leg, my right ankle, I should say, is like achy.
Yeah. I think she's gonna be playing for like 30 minutes too. I'm just kidding.
I'll knock that head right off your head with this moose. Oh!
I really wish I could shoot something on the hill.
Hi.
Oh, he asked how New York was.
Oh, sorry. It was rainy and exhausting.
Well, is that all you did there?
No, but so we get there, and aside from it raining, Mom gets a hole in her shoe and needs to go buy new shoes. So we go buy her new shoes. Fine. Then we're off to wherever else, and Brenna jumps in a puddle the size of Lake Erie.
Yeah.
And starts crying that her pants and her shoes are wet. So we had to go buy her new pants, shoes, and socks. All the while, my feet are swimming inside my shoes. And nobody wanted to get me new shoes.
Well, I would have got you new shoes.
No, I didn't go shopping. I didn't buy a single thing. I bought a glass of champagne when I went to see the Rockettes. That's all I got.
It's better than nothing. I peeled potatoes for half my
You're
afternoon.
the best.
I know. We have Christmas dinner fully prepped. France, you don't have to ask twice. It's my fiance. Bob Ross Pesmed. At least I think that's a Bob Ross emoji. But this is gonna be my last battle, to where I'm patiently waiting, like, either for Artie to kill me, not that I want them to kill me, of course, but mainly for something to happen here. Because right now, like, I'm taking a shot or two at the hill, but, like, I'm not really accomplishing much because we have something like an E100 on the hill to where he's jumping off of it because he can't do anything up there. I thought that was Bob Ross. Thank you very much, Marshall Matt, for the tip. And for rounding off things. Which, do I? Yeah, I think that might be... Might have another person to add up to my sponsor board here. I try, you know, I do add people that tip regularly, you know, just like Streamlabs or Super Chats too. It might just take me a little bit extra time because sifting through Streamlabs sometimes, you know, I'm sifting through like follows and subscribers and stuff too. Printer ink is expensive. I do sheet by sheet. But congratulations, Floyd, on winning the raffle. But again, thank you very much, guys. The raffle, it's totally random who wins. You know, everyone types exclamation point raffle to enter, and it randomly picks somebody. And, you know, it tells whoever wins, and they get the Levi biscuits, so... Which... I think, was it? I think, William, did you just tip Levi recently? Because I think I might have missed that looking at it now. But, well, they're the ones that enter it the most, but, you know, it does seem sometimes like the same people winning it over and over, but looking at, like, the raffle, and, you know, there's about 80 people watching between both YouTube and Twitch here. A lot of times, you know, say only like 15 people enter. It seems like a lot when they all come and chat at once, but, you know, it is a pretty high probability to win each raffle. But anyway, thank you very much for watching again, guys. You know, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody, Happy New Year next week, basically. But you know, hopefully everyone has a good time with their families and friends as well. But next time you'll see me is Tuesday morning. Between now and then, I'm probably gonna release a couple little stream clips. Two of them are kind of funny ones. One from yesterday's stream, someone killing a badger very epically, and I forget, the other one was like a pretty good ammo rack shot on my part. But otherwise, you know, I'm gonna try to stay invisible for most of you know, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Might post a Levi video, but that's pretty much it. But otherwise, you know, thank you very much. HD Pixels, I do raffles every stream. I don't always, you know, I don't give gift shop packages out every stream because I'm not that rich, but I do, you know, occasionally give out like free games, but otherwise I give out stream currency, you know, every raffle, and it's based off of how well I play. But all right, we'll give the dog one more treat here to end things off. Let me bring up, these are kind of the little things about Wargaming Fest. Levi's patiently waiting. Let's get up all the webcams and stuff here. Here you go, little buddy. Can you sit? Paul? Sit pretty? But thank you very much, guys, again for watching. It was a pretty fun stream. But hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Otherwise, have a very nice night. You know, very happy holidays too. And Randall, I'll send you your gift shop package over here in the next couple minutes, so keep an eye out for that. But see you guys. Have a nice one.